Hey guys, welcome back to the farm. I think in today's video I want to get started on a project for the summer pig pasture. We're going to tear up a little bit of fence. We're going to redesign some things, do a little bit of earth moving around. It's a great day to do it. It's late November and it's mid 40s, near 50 degrees this morning. Can't ask for a better day. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. First things first, let's see if there's any critters hiding inside this box. Not that I can tell. Nope. Good. Well, you're gonna come out of the ground for me? Not too bad. There's one. Now to remove the grounding rods for the electric fencer. There's two, I believe they're copper rods driven in the ground 4 feet. Got these fancy dancy little clamps on them. We'll get these off and out of the way. This one looks like it got bent over and broke. Huh. And this fence line has all got to go towards that hedgerow over there. Now I'm going to walk through and take all these and just move them back about a foot or so out of my way. Alright, so what am I doing here? Why am I moving this fence line? Well, over the course of the last few years since the pigs have been out here, in their natural instinct to root, they've rooted a mound of dirt up against the fence line all the way around the perimeter of the pig pasture. So I want to extend this pig pasture that way anyways. So while I got the fence broke, I might as well push all the fence line back, take the bucket of the tractor or the back blade, whatever's going to work easiest, and pull this mound of dirt back into the pig pasture and level it all out. So that way we can do away with that mound all the way around there. And then while we're at it, I'm going to get rid of all these white plastic T-posts. The sun degrades them over time. The first year they work great, but then the pig no more and bumps them and they end up breaking, and then I got to replace them. So I'm just going to put metal T-posts at every spot where these white posts were. So let's see what we can do with the New Holland and see about getting this dirt pulled away. All right, well, definitely looks better, I think. I could have easily just taken and moved the fence line in, left the mound there, but if I did that, that mound would always be there. So this way here, we got a nice clean slate, level all the way around, and I don't know, to me it just looks better. I got one more project inside the pig pen I want to get done yet today. And this is why it got moved, because the last group of pigs turned it into a complete slop hole. So that's the nice thing about a portable structure, is you just pick it up and move it where you want. Plus it makes great dry cover in the off season. Well, I think that's it for the destruction. Now we can start putting this all back together. I really want to get the berm all the way around the outside leveled out, and more importantly probably than anything, I wanted to get that pig shelter out of those holes and on solid ground before the real cold weather set in and the ground froze, because if the ground had froze where that was, it would have been there till spring. So I'm glad to have this part done, and maybe we'll get started. We'll keep an eye on the forecast, and maybe we can keep working on this and get this project completely done, so that way we don't have to worry about it of any kind in the spring. Sometimes the pigs end up coming late March, so depending on the weather it can be kind of touch or go, so we'll just have to wait and see. But it'd be nice to have this project wrapped up, so that way, like I said, it's something that's just checked off the list, it's done, and we can move on to something else. Well, let's see what the cattle are up to. Apparently not much, because I don't even see them. Must be they're hanging out inside the barn. How's their water? I haven't checked that in a little bit. Looks like they could use some. Actually, looks like their tank could use some cleaning. Good time to do it. Well, let's see how this goes. Well, let's see if this commotion sparks their interest. Well, I'd say that wasn't enough commotion for him to come out and see what the heck was going on. Yeah, I'd say that definitely needs to be cleaned. There, we'll just let the rest of it dump out on the ground. One other modification I made after I finished this up was I added this chain. And this chain I can put through the hole on the fork. So that way it's tied to the fork, so when I tip it out to drain it, I don't lose the tank off the end of the forks. That water tank worked really well. Man, I wish I'd have thought of that years ago. That's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.